So what are you seeing out of UCLA's defense? Obviously, their defensive backfield looks pretty.
Yeah, they're a very talented defense across the board. You know, I think all their DBs are very talented. You know, and that's why they play so much man free. And I think that their defensive front is one of the better ones in the league. And you know, we're going to have some protection issues where we're definitely going to have to target to certain people on that defensive front just to make sure that we can get the ball off clean. But you know, I think they're talented across the board. I think they've been a group that UCLA's been leaning on throughout the season because they've been having pretty good success on defense.
Given that they have guys like Vanderdoes and obviously Tack on the front line, does that make running that much more difficult?
Yes, it does. That's who I was referring to in terms of protection issues as well. They do some good things with Tack where they move him around and create matchups where, you know, they're going to put him on a running back, which, you know, in any league that's a mismatch. You know what I mean? But yeah, so you know, we've got to pay close attention to where they line Tack up and you know, find ways to get creative in the run game so we can hit some of those because you know, if we can't be one-dimensional, especially if the weather this Saturday is going to be rainy, we got to be able to run the ball in certain times.
Now, what do you see out of defensive backfield? Looks like their nickel is you know, he's a redshirt senior. He's an experienced guy.
He's very talented though. You're talking about number 3.
Yeah.
Three very talented. They normally put him on the best skill guy on the slots. So, you know, we'll see him on bug throughout probably the majority of the game. So definitely a guy on the inside that you're looking at. You know, I think number 10 is one of the better DBs we faced the entire year. I can't think of his name right now, but you know, number 10, he's very talented, and they tend to put him on the best receiver. So you're going to see some pretty good matchups. I think we got a good receiver core, and I think they got a good defensive backfield. So I think you're going to see some good matchups this weekend.
Not having Melquise, what does that do for you guys?
Just the next man up. You know, that's Jordan Duncan. He ended up doing well in this past game. You know, we didn't have Melquise in this last game, and we still threw for almost 400. So you know, I think it's just time for the next guy to step up, and that's kind of one of the beauty of what we've done here offensively, where we've had about 12 guys catch balls. So, you know, I'm comfortable with putting any of these guys in the game.
Yeah, 12 guys catch balls, but I think Hansen has about a third of the yard.
Yeah, you can ask Davis on that one because Davis tends to lean to Chad, which I think the whole world knows that one by now.
What with a defensive backfield that's as talented as this one that's generated 15 picks and 28 total turnovers, 23 total turnovers. What do you have to do to get them off of Chad?
Yeah, you know, the thing that I've been telling them all week is there's not much room for error. You know, you have to be perfect with your passes. You have to be accurate with it. You have to make contested plays as well, and because they're going to be there. You know, they're going to be on you. You haven't seen very many clips where guys are screaming wide open down the field. So, you know, it's going to be a challenge for everybody. And you know, I'm telling them to go out there and play their game, but you know that they're going to have to make some contested plays in this game.
With their defensive front being so stout, do you envision using Malik a bit more to clear some holes for the running backs?
Definitely. You'll see Malik have a pretty significant role in this game. You know, we tend to go about 25 plays with him. You know, I would think that he'd be around there, especially if we're having protection issues as well. You know, it'd be good to get Malik in there as well. So
after his catches last week, you kind of give him a little more faith in this offense now.
That was a fan favorite. I thought that was one of the louder times I heard the crowd during the game, which it was good to see a kid like that have an opportunity to catch a screen, and I don't know how many yards he got
20.
on that play. He got 20. He could have got like 45 off of that play, but he was setting up his blocks, and he was kind of a finesse runner at that point. But I thought
you can ask the two DBs who he trucked how much of a finesse runner he was.
No, I'm happy for Malik. You know, every game we have some wrinkles where we can get him the ball. He ended up getting 2 catches in that game, and he got it on a crucial 3rd down too, which you know, I trust him with his ball skills. You know, you look at him and you think he's just going to be a straight fullback, but he's actually got some of the best ball skills on our team. So, you know, you'll see some wrinkles with Malik this week as well.
It's a unique position to be in, having a 300-pound pass catcher out there. Have you ever had that anywhere else you've been? Or?
I never have, you know, and I think that's part of the reason why he gets open at times is because people don't believe that he's going to slip out to the flat. So, you know, that was a fun play, and I was happy to see him have some success off of it.
Perfect.
All right.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Have a good one, man.
All right.